Welcome to Gaming Daddies, the podcast where fatherhood meets the digital grind. I'm Tedder, one of your 3 gaming daddies, and each week the 3 of us sit down to talk about games we're playing, how we balance gaming with family life, and the big conversations happening in the gaming world. The entire gaming world is basically in brace for trailers mode, because right now, Summer Game Fest is going to occur on June 5th. Xbox, PlayStation, indie studios, and PC publishers are all stacking showcases over the next few weeks. We also talk about what we're playing and what we hope to play on our summer break. So join us as we roll the chaos on this week's episode of Gaming Daddies.
How's everybody been?
Yeah,
Wrapping it up, dude.
Yeah, wrapping up the school year.
Oh, I wouldn't know what that feels like anymore because I'm already done.
Wow, must be nice.
It actually is really nice. Yeah, we wrapped up today. I mean, today was like the semester makeup day or whatever. There's only like 5 kids in all school, so just cleaning up and all that, getting things ready for them to wax the floors and start planning for this next go around. So, but yeah, no, it was easy day. Potluck, had some potluck stuff, and then came home, went to brass rehearsal, came back, and here we are.
Yeah.
Hung out with the boy. Let it begin. So what y'all got? What's going on this week with y'all?
Up our final spring concert last night. Middle school had their last one for the year. And Jarrett and I put up some shelves today.
Well, let's go back. Let's go back because it's been cleaning mode today. So yesterday we had our guy that comes in and does drumline stuff. He decided he was going to tackle the percussion room at the high school. I mean, we gutted the place and he rearranged the entire thing. So that looked good. So today, I know Jay did it on his side of campus too. I took both middle schools and we gutted the place and rearranged everything, cleaned up everything, threw away stuff. It was the ultimate cleaning experience today.
Warms my heart. I love cleaning.
And Jay said he was doing, 3 hours?
Close to it. Yeah. I mean, we pulled everything out of all the cabinets, laid it on the ground, looked at it for a while, and just thought, we have to get this done today. We still didn't get it finished, but I think 90% of it maybe. Threw so much stuff away. Oh my gosh. So much. We opened the building 6 years ago, so there was probably so many drum stands that didn't match. So many tops without bottoms, bottoms without tops. And it was cheap stuff. So a lot of it was cheap stuff. So we just took it to the dumpster. It was useless stuff. But now we've opened up a whole lot of cabinetry that we can place other things on. So we can build up more trash for the next 6 years.
Hey, it's all about...
we get to do it all over again.
Exactly.
But no, that was the bulk of my morning. Just cleaning things up.
I got drumline stuff coming in this summer, so...
Well, and then we get over to the high school for the afternoon, and it was shelves. So, all those...
Yeah, the region awards, those plaques that you get. Well, they have been sitting in a closet for about 13 years. We haven't had any of them on display in that long. So when we switched from the old band room to the new one, they just came over in a box and that's where they sat. So we just finally said enough.
Built some shelves.
And so they're built, they're painted. We put up the first, I guess you might call it array. And then we've got to go one above that and then the wall across. How many plaques do you think there are, Jared?
Well, I know exactly how many. There are 76 region plaques, and then there's 40 or maybe 20. I can't remember the state plaques, but it was somewhere between 20 and 40.
Jeez.
Yeah.
So,
lots of stuff.
I mean, this is all the way back to 1970 something. So,
so in our band room, not in the pack, but in our band room, the high school room anyway, our acoustic tile stuff, I don't even know what the material's made out of because it's not like it looks like the frosted mini shredded wheats. You know what that that consistency is
Yep.
what it is.
That's
Anyway,
what
so
my
we have
percussion room is.
yeah, so like we have a bunch of those panels like across the room, and so they stick out of the wall. So like the tops of them kind of pseudo serve as shelves. So we have all of our trophies and plaques lined up there, so we don't have to build anything.
Nice.
So it's nice. Yeah. However, when they built the new storage room where we keep what's now the percussion storage room, they built that storage room, I guess 4 years ago now. They were supposed to install shelves in that room, and there's even blue tape that marks where the shelves should go, and they're still there.
Hey, I mean, the attempt was made, right?
Well, I mean, I think it's one of those imagination shelves. You just got to go in and you got to envision the room. You have to use your mind, your creative mind.
I don't have one of those.
So, anyways, been playing anything?
Well, I'll be honest, I haven't, with all the concerts and stuff, I haven't got to play very much at all this past week. I've been dreaming of it. Getting to play a little bit.
A game.
I've got some ideas over the next couple weeks before we leave for Alaska.
Oof. Ditching the hot climate for the what are we thinking climate.
Right. Well, it's a cruise. So
Oh, well, never mind. So there you go.
get to see some glaciers. This is just a me and Jess trip, though. No kids.
Oh, nice.
No kids for
Very
the gaming
nice.
daddy.
There you go.
Chris, I'm going to give you a sneak peek of the shelf that we
Very
built
good.
today.
Do what?
I'm going to give you a sneak peek of the shelves.
There you go.
Nice.
So this was the first layer.
Nice.
We're going to do, this is just one wall. We have to do the opposite wall. We're going to do 3 layers.
Uh-huh.
And it's 20 feet of shelf for each row. And we have to do 3 of those on this wall, 3 on the opposite wall, and then another 2 on the third wall to be able to fit all the state plaques.
Nice. It's
So,
a fun little project. Keep you busy, I guess.
Sure, if that's what you want to call it. Hey, we get
Hey,
it done now. We
Yeah,
get
you
it
gotta
done
do it
now.
later.
We don't have to deal with it. Nope. Not for another 20 years.
There you by then, whatever.
It's somebody else's problem.
There you go. So yeah, I've been gaming a little bitty gaming sessions here and there. Been working on Octopath Traveler, and then on Game Pass, I kind of perused their catalog and downloaded some stuff to play. What was I playing a couple nights ago? I played Super Meat Boy 3D for a little while.
Okay.
That's fun. That's real fun. If you never played Meat Boy, precision platforming, brutal, love it. And then played a little bit of Brotato. That's a stupid funny game, but that's a good one too. I've downloaded Hades and Celeste and what else do I have? Let's see. I think that's it, honestly. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Haven't really been doing too much. I streamed a little bit of Meat Boy the other night.
So I had to look that up because I have no idea what you're talking about. I thought you were saying Meat Boy, and you are indeed saying Meat Boy.
Uh-huh.
So I had to go
the game
look it up.
I
It's a
played was
platformer, right?
Super Meat Boy 3D is what it is. And it's like a spiritual successor to the original Super Meat Boy, which is really nice. It's really cool. It's about Meat Boy and Bandage Girl, and you're just platforming along, and you have to go and she's like the goal, like you have to go and reach her, but then she gets swooped away, and then you go to the next stage and do the same thing, and each stage gets a little more difficult.
So Donkey Kong.
Pretty much. Pretty much. If Donkey Kong were a very punishing game, yes.
Saving the girl. I'm saving the girl. No, you're not. No, you get another level.
All right. So let's get into it. Huh? So our big, well, before we get into the big topic here, Diablo live stream I have in our notes here, boys. Diablo live stream. What are we feeling?
Well, Jared and I were talking about it today. I'm hoping we'll have it figured out because I'm not a PC gamer. Yeah. So I got to figure out how to get all this stuff set up where it'll work in cohesion with you guys.
Man, I still haven't touched Diablo in a while.
Well, and that's what I've been playing. So I've been just leveling up my character, leveling up my alt character because one character is not good enough for me. Anyway, long story short, the good news is this season's really awesome. And obviously we've talked about doing the campaign with Jay and all three of us doing the campaign. So, looking at doing OBS for that, I'll show you kind of the stuff in a minute. Yeah, so I think live stream, if we can get, and I don't know how Jay feels about doing, if we do the first 3 chapters, which would be the main campaign, and then we can decide from there, how we want to continue that.
Mm-hmm.
And then also, I don't know how y'all feel about this. I know Jay's taking up a whole lot of June traveling. Daytime would be a lot easier for us because Ronan still goes to daycare on Monday through Wednesday. So if y'all would want to do it during the day before 4 o'clock, we'd be able to have a little bit more time. We wouldn't have to be so stressed about, nighttime routines or anything like that.
I mean, my schedule's wide open as far as I'm concerned. As of right now, it's like everything's wide open. I got nothing. Noah's pretty easy during the day. His schedule's pretty simple, and he has the tenant. He's doing pretty consistent on taking really long naps in the middle of the day. So I mean, I'm easy. So whatever we need to do to make it work, I'm good.
Well, I mean, we can put together a plan of what we want to do. Jay, when do you leave on your trip?
I believe it's the 8th, June 8th.
Okay. So, I mean, I'm out the 28th through the 30th. But the rest of the time we're home. So, I mean, we could get started as early as Tuesday, get past Memorial Day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, possibly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That should work.
Well, I just need to get OBS up and running and get it working to where we can do it. That can be my project this weekend. That's not a problem. Okay. Well, cool. We'll kind of plan on that then. If you want to join us, we're going to plan on live streaming it to either Twitch or YouTube, most likely YouTube Live. And then that will also record the episodes and we'll have it available to you. Now, gameplay footage, Chris, we were talking about this. Actually, do we want to do OBS talk now or do we want to do pick your characters and then come back to OBS talk?
Oh, let's do pick your characters and then get into the OBS talk.
Okay, cool. Well, Jay, do you want to start us off? What options were you thinking?
Right now, I'm leaning towards, let me pull up my tab. There's a couple of different ones. The Chain Lightning Sorcerer. I think that's kind of where I want to start. You did show me one today that had me leaning toward, was it the Whirlwind Barbarian?
Mm-hmm.
Man. But what we were also talking about, if Chris goes with a Paladin, do we want to have that many tanks out there? I mean, do we want to vary it up? And you were saying it doesn't really matter maybe in this type of game. I'm thinking more D&D.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Where you need diversity or variety of type of, warriors or whatever. So, I mean, I'm good with that. I mean, if you're going to do a Paladin, I could probably do Sorcerer maybe. I don't know. They're also cool,
Okay.
That's what I'm leaning towards right now.
I'm playing the Whirlwind Barb as my alt character, and I mean it just absolutely smashes. So, I mean, I that one's good. I'm going to do this weekend. I'm going to open up a sorceress build and look at that and try playing that, so I have a better idea. I'm normally not very good at the magic builds, so.
So, are we thinking? Is this going to be a speed run? Is that what we're going to try to do with this?
I would want to take it, and Chris, you chime in how you want to. It would kind of be at your pace, Jay, because we've already gone through the campaign. So, I mean, post-game content would be completely different than doing campaign content. Campaign content is, complete story mode. It's more relaxed. But we would go from point to point. So it'd literally be as soon as we get done with one spot, we go directly to the next campaign quest. There wouldn't be really side quests, and the side quests aren't really worth your time anyway. They don't add to the story. So that would be my opinion. What do you think, Chris?
I'm with you on that. I agree as far as getting bang for your buck. I personally enjoy the side content myself, but that's just my personal opinion. When it comes to character picking, as far as what we're gonna do, I'd been thinking about it the past few weeks. I typically stick with paladin / sword and board type things, but for the sake of our group, for the sake of our play group, I will be happy to experiment and get outside of my bubble if that's what the group needs or the group desires. So I'll be happy to lay down my sword and shield to try something new.
Well, and remember, like D&D, you have to have a healer to heal the party and stuff like that. You manage your own potions, you manage your own health. Really, we don't. The only reason the team would step in is if a boss or fight is too difficult, or if you die, then we can resurrect you without you losing durability on your equipment. But other than that, I mean, you could resurrect yourself and just lose 10% durability on your equipment, and you'd be fine. So, I mean, really, you don't have to balance the gameplay. It's choose the character you want to play and what you're going to have the most fun playing as.
Fair enough. I dig it. But no, as far as as far as content, I'm on board. I agree with you, Jarrett. Honestly.
And then after the third act, like, we can decide, Jay, do you want to, get the expansion? Do you want to extend the gameplay further, or do you want to stop there? And then we can kind of make that decision. At that point, unless you want to make that decision before. If you're just having a blast and you get through the first act and you're like, okay, I'm just going to go ahead and commit and do the expansion, then that's game. We can do that too. So anyway, as far as my character, I mean, I'm kind of flexible. Normally I lean rogue ranger, but there's not really a good play style for the rogue ranger. So I will probably do whatever y'all don't do. So if you do barb, I'll probably do sorcerer or warlock. Well, I can't do warlock. Ooh, Chris, you may not be able to do paladin. If Jay doesn't have the expansion.
That's fine. I can do barb. Or something else.
I don't know. Once we jump in, we can kind of jump in and see. I guess it centers around Jay. You pick your character first, what you want to narrow it down to, and once you do that, then we can kind of go from there. Okay. And again, if there's 2 barbs, it's not that big of a deal.
Jay will be our North Star. Okay.
I'm thinking the chain lightning sorcerer. That was just speaking to me.
It just sounds
good. I mean, that is what Professor Tempo would go for. So
that's right.
Ooh, that's synergy. Right. Synergy.
Did a wild Gracie appear?
Yep. And her rain jacket.
Well, there we go. All right. Now let's talk OBS. Are we good to move on? Does anybody
OBS.
Anybody else want to talk about characters for a moment? No?
I think we're pretty well.
Tell us all about OBS.
All right. So here's my thought, Chris. So I've been doing deep dive on OBS today. Poor Jay had to listen to all my YouTube videos. But I found out how we can import video to have guests on the same OBS. So here's what I've created. Okay. Not that. This is also the wrong account. Not that I have 14.
Wow. Way to be prepared.
Well, when you use up all of your chat GPT time, you have to create all these extra Gmail accounts so that you can continue to...
I know. It's so frustrating.
Keeping up with which one you've been using. Yeah.
Okay.
Welcome to Prepared Daddies.
So we don't have Gaming Daddies, OBS backdrops and overlays. And of course, my download went away because I clicked off of it. So now I have to open up the file. Man, this is really good radio.
So how he's doing that, how about I brag about Noah for a little bit?
Tell us about
Noah. So Noah's doing really good. He's going to be a year old in July, boys.
Mm-hmm.
A year old already. Nicole, I came home from brass rehearsal and Nicole was in the living room with him. They were both sitting on the floor playing with his little, these little toy ball things that you turn the button on and it starts vibrating like crazy. And so he was having a lot of fun with that. And then she would put a toy out of his reach and try to get him to go forward for it, to scoot his butt because we have a hard floor in there. But he's doing the thing where he's going backwards. So when he moves, he just goes backwards.
That's so funny.
That's all. Shut up, Jarrett. He just goes backwards now. And so I'm
not
just waiting for him to...
I think it's hilarious.
Oh, yeah. So, he did that. He's done that with his walker. We first put him in his walker. The only direction you could go was backwards. So he would drive his truck and like hit something, and then he would get frustrated because he can't go back any further. And so he's boot scooting across the floor this evening, and like he ends up underneath a chair that we have in there. And so we're like having to drag him forward, and like he just starts scooting away. So I guess he's starting to do that too, because Nicole built his crib. That's another development. Nicole built his crib last week, and so he's been sleeping in the crib, and he loves that thing. And so like he's been sleeping in the bassinet, but he moves around a lot in his sleep, I guess. And so and this is the bassinet that Jarrett Nellen gave us. And even like it swings, but when you have it locked, it still has some give from side to or from front to back. So when he scoots, it swings a little bit, and so I guess it hits up against the wall, and like he's hitting the mesh on the side, so it's waking him up. So we put him in the crib, and now he can like scooch all the way around as he's sleeping, and we have the camera pointed, and so when we put him down at night, we're able to watch him on the camera sometimes, just check on him. And every time we open the camera app, he's laying in a different position. Like he's rotated, he's on his face, he's on his back, he's on his side. He's just all over the place. And each morning I get up and I'm getting ready, and I see him in the crib, and he is like face planted into the mat, arms out, and his freaking butt just way up in the air. Like that's how he sleeps. It's incredible. But he's scooting, like even when he's like on his tummy in the crib, he starts to scoot himself backwards. I don't know why, but apparently that's like a normal baby thing to do, is to go backwards first. So hopefully he figures it out. I jokingly called him an Australian earlier because he goes backwards, because of the toilet. So
Yes.
but apparently it's not funny. So
I thought it was fine. Okay. Are you ready? Are you done with your segue?
yeah, I'm done with the segue. Yes.
Okay, cool. Yes. I mean, okay. Ready? Are you ready for this? I don't think you're ready for this, Jelly. Okay, so here's our opening page. Okay, so here's our opening and ending pages. Chris, you're not even looking. Oh
I
my
am.
gosh. Okay, so stream starting soon with all of our socials, and then same
Mhm.
thing with thanks for coming, join us next time or whatever. Okay. All right. Now, so here's where we would go with the gaming sesh. Okay. Now this is where we're really gonna have to kind of talk through some things. Okay, so obviously in the center on the left side would be gameplay. It would mostly be my gameplay just because I would be running my
Because you're the
screen.
host, yeah.
Yep. And then we'd have each of our cameras on the right hand side. So we would funnel in, and I would show y'all how to do this. We were looking at it today, so I think I've got it figured out on how to import the cameras to be able to make that work. Socials on the bottom, obviously. Now we could do this to where everybody's running their games in the different boxes, or we could do like a 4-screen box. Or like a 3-screen box or something like that, but I feel like it might get too muddied with this kind of game.
That'd be too muddy. I like this setup with your screen shared in the center and then our cameras off to the right. That would be the best.
Okay. Yeah.
In my opinion.
That's kind of what I was thinking. I think it might just get too crowded and too muddy.
Yeah, too
Can y'all hear
distracting.
Ronan screaming in the background?
Yeah.
Yes.
I heard something go crash, and then bloody murder, so hopefully there's no blood.
Well, he's screaming, so there's that. So
That's
good.
true. At least we have a good start. Okay, so thoughts. What do we think?
I dig it.
Yeah, it looks really good.
I think it's a good
Okay.
starting point. We can always revise it
Yeah.
Okay.
down the road.
Well, this is where we need the community's take. What is your opinion? Do you like this? What would you like to see differently? And if you do agree with this, what would you want to see content-wise? How would you like us to engage with a story-driven yet still action-oriented game? Specifically Diablo. We could also use the same thing when we're going through Baldur's Gate. Anyway, let us know. Let us know in the comments, or send us an email and we can talk about it. Or jump on Patreon, join us on the lowest tier if you would like, and we will send you an invite to Discord, and we're welcome to talk about anything there. We're also going to create a Discord-only link on Patreon in the coming weeks if you just want to join us to communicate and jump into some community involvement with Discord. So be on the lookout for that as well.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. I thought you did pretty good with that. Looks good. Clean.
Thanks.
Minimalistic.
Made it myself.
Proud
He
of you.
spent a long time on that.
I did.
Grueling.
I did. It was so grueling.
How long did you spend on it?
Long enough to type it into ChatGPT.
And say, no, that's not what I meant. Do it this way. No, that's not what I meant. Do it this way.
Who the heck is that? That's not even a gaming daddy. What are you doing? Use the gaming daddy characters. Why are you doing it this way? What is going on? Okay. Anyway, moving on. Next topic. So let's talk about upcoming releases and Summer Game Watch or Summer Game Fest, because that's going to be the next big ticket item. If anybody doesn't know, Summer Game Fest is basically very similar to the Game Awards, where they show a whole bunch of trailers, a whole bunch of things to get the summer going. And typically involved with that also means that we get a lot of demos over the summer. We get game releases over the summer, or we just have major releases and major announcements that happen. So this is basically prime time. It normally happens around IGN Live, which I think is around the same time, if not the exact same weekend. So this would be about June 5th through June 8th, I believe, is the latest one. So anyway, yeah.
Birthday weekend for me. I'm excited.
Oh, that's right. That's our anniversary.
No, that's my birthday weekend.
Okay, well, we don't celebrate your birthday, Chris.
Well, why not? We've if you would just read the emails I send out about this and the pamphlets.
So what do we think? Do we think we're going to get our announcement that Grand Theft Auto is being pushed to next year?
Okay, so you will get something GTA 6 related, but I don't think it's going to be a delay.
I think they're done. I think it's actually mostly finished, personally.
Yeah.
I think it's a lot of sending out betas, to the inner staff to play, work out the kinks. I mean, as big a game as those are, it has to be mostly finished at this point. It's got to be a lot of beta testing at this juncture. If they're still working through major issues with the game, or even minor ones, I think they're going to delay it. I think we would be delaying the game again.
Yeah, I feel like we would have heard something about some internal turmoil as far
But
as
they're very
development goes on
tight-lipped.
this.
I mean, there's little to no information coming out about that game lately.
True. Except all these theories about when we're supposed to get a trailer 3 and stuff, and they never come to fruition. It's so funny to watch the rumor mill on that. But they're not delaying this game any longer. This is how many delays now, and we're still a good, what is it, 6-7 months? God, I did it. I didn't mean to. I'm sorry.
We need a soundbite. Every time someone accidentally does that Jarrett can just hit the button and maybe it plays our 6-7 song. The community may not know that we put together a 6-7 song. It exists.
That's true.
You would love it, Chris.
It hurts. But yeah, so I don't, it comes out this November, right? So I think you're going to get something pretty significant. And what better time, what better set of eyes to have on it than Summer Game Fest. Now, the jury's still out if Jeff Keighley does a good job with this stuff or not still, but I mean, that's still a pretty big platform, so I think that's what you're going to get here. And I think that's going to be your biggest talking point, your biggest news is going to be GTA 6. I don't think anything is going to be able to eclipse that. What do y'all think?
I think it has to be. I think there has to be some information coming out this summer, or it's going to be a missed opportunity if they don't.
That I think if you don't hear anything, then you can start being concerned.
Agreed.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna put a pin in the hat and say I think there's a secret game that is coming out that we don't know about that is going to be more hyped, because I think Grand Theft Auto is gonna be pushed back. I don't think it's going to be ready for November.
So what could possibly be more hyped than GTA 6?
Because it's going to be pushed back.
No, what is
So
going
people
to be
can't
more
have
hyped?
a 2026 game, Chris, because GTA won't release in 2026. It'll be a 2027 game.
So what's going to be what's going to take its spot? What's the
Clearly,
secret
Elder
game?
Scrolls 6 is going to be released this year.
Oh my god.
Okay. You're good.
Oh yes. April Fools was last month.
Clearly. No, I think they're hiding it really well.
Okay. That's hilarious. That's a good one.
It seems to me like there's more hype about it because there's so little information about it.
Yes.
That is what's wild about this whole thing, in my personal opinion, because I do really like the game. I've liked the previous games, and this iteration is no different. I'm gonna buy it. I mean, I know this. I'm gonna play the game, but it is odd, right? I can't be the only one that it's odd that we've heard nothing really about this game other than what we got one trailer, or we got two maybe. Didn't they have kind of a modified second trailer that was similar to the first one or something, right?
GTA, is that what we're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. The second trailer that came out didn't offer too much more than what we've already seen in the first one.
Right. I mean, we know next to nothing about the story, right?
We
know it's going to be a bigger map.
other than
we know that
it's going to be
dual player control,
dual protagonist, female lead.
Yeah. Much bigger map. I forget by how many times bigger than GTA 5's map, but it's gonna be a lot bigger. I mean, we know we're revisiting Vice City. It nothing about the story other than I want to say there's a line out there, a log line out there about it being like a Bonnie and Clyde type deal. I don't know if that's accurate or not, but nothing about the story other than it's dual protagonist, like you were saying, Jay. It, as far as like the world itself, it's supposed to be far more interactive, like the most interactive one in the series to date. So jury's out on that. If I can't do like I did in San Andreas and go eat 5,000 cheeseburgers and see CJ blow up like a balloon, then or what are we really even doing here?
I mean, come on, Fable has that technology. I'm pretty sure Grand Theft Auto can use it.
I wonder if Elder Scrolls 6 will have that technology too.
No, because you'll be constantly leveling up your acrobatics.
For you would need to level up your athletics.
Still can't throw the baton though.
So do you think? Okay, so what other big announcements or trailers do you think we're gonna get at this event?
I mean, I think clearly we're going to see some of these releases. The question's going to be, okay, so there's also all the rumors around the Ocarina of Time remake and what that's going to look like. Is it a ground up remake? Is it a trilogy? Are they going to do the Final Fantasy VII thing to it? So hopefully we get some kind of confirmation to that, some kind of trailer. As far as, I mean, I would be shocked if they don't do something. Hey, here's the last iteration of Final Fantasy VII remake, because we haven't seen anything on that for a long time.
But development is going as scheduled. We do know that much. Everything is still on schedule, still operating cleanly. So that's encouraging. That won't suffer 8 million delays.
Other than that, man, everything else, I mean, games that are releasing, I think we'll get hard deadlines or, hey, here's some more hype train for it. I mean, I think we'll see more about Fable. I think we're going to see more about E-Day.
Yeah, Gears of War for sure.
Now, the other question is, do we think there's going to be a shadow drop? Do you think one of these games is going to be shadow dropped and nobody's going to say anything and it's just going to be, hey, here's this new game you can play right now? Because he tends to do that.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the game that shadow dropped recently. The God of War game that shadow dropped. I forget what event it was.
That was Game Awards.
Yeah, and that didn't turn out too well
but
for it.
that was a terrible game.
Exactly. Hold on.
There he goes.
I'm surprised Chris could hear that. That was impressive.
I am excited for Gears of War E-Day, though.
Yeah.
I've been excited for a fresh Gears of War game that hopefully is going to take me back, have some nostalgia, just like it was when I played the original. Even if it's remotely nostalgic, I think I would be okay with that. And being the prequel, I've always wanted to see how it all began. Because, every once in a while in some of the games that we've had, Gears games, they've done a flashback, but it's always been very, very small snippet amount of maybe 10 seconds of something back when Marcus, when he was younger, when things exploded. But to see an entire game based around the origin of all this, I'm kind of excited about that. And that comes out in, if I'm not mistaken, is that September? I think.
But don't get me lying to you.
Or, actually, I don't think we have a date. I don't think we have a release date for that yet. I think it just says 2026.
Well, it's probably we're definitely gonna get a release date then. If that may be the game that Shadow drops.
Oh my gosh, can you imagine?
Yeah, well, and I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, that's an Xbox showcase. Oh, it says right here. So that on Xbox Showcase on June 7th, they're also going to do a Gears of War Direct that talks about E-Day. So we will find out more on June 7th. I bet they'll do a release date on that day.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. If it so happens to release this summer, I will be getting that game. Yeah. I will be playing that one.
For reference, Xbox Game Showcase last year, it was an Outer Worlds 2 Direct. So, I mean, clearly, based on Outer Worlds 2... Did you get through that game?
Have you played through Outer Worlds 2 yet?
No. I was going to buy it at Christmas, and then we decided to not... That was right around the time that we were looking at Game Pass, and then stopping Game Pass and buying Outer Worlds 2, and then other things popped up, so... But if I'm going to jump back in Game Pass, I'm not going to buy it. I'll just go ahead and play it on Game Pass. So, but yeah, that's on my list for sure.
What else we got? Possibly Marvel's Wolverine. It's the rumor mill, right?
We've seen surprisingly little about Wolverine. So I would love to see some more gameplay. I mean, we've seen a lot of trailer stuff. It was mixed trailer, mixed gameplay,
right?
But we really didn't get definitive, hey, this is gameplay for Wolverine. So that would be nice to see.
It looks like we do have a solid release date of September 15th on that one. I can't imagine not having a new trailer or something, some information.
Are we talking about Wolverine?
We are.
Yes.
And then they just talked about the Witcher series. They were going to do 3 games in 3 years. It was some astronomical Witcher games in 3 years.
So tell me, boys, you both have played the Witcher game, right? Witcher 3?
Yes.
Y'all both done that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so I've tried to play that game and could never, even with, there's like a remastered version of it or something, right? For next gen. And I've tried to get into that game. What am I missing? What is it that, let's just say I skip 3 and I decide I want to get into 4. Is there something I need to know? It's going to be based around his daughter. Is that right?
Yeah. So this would be Ciri's story. Because at the end, spoilers, at the end of 3, it's not for you. It's for our audience, our captive audience of 20-something people, Jay. You have to say spoilers.
So we can bleep this out, right?
Ciri gets injected and becomes a Witcher. And so this is her... Because during 3, she is not a Witcher. She is just an adopted, not really adopted. She's, through a series of events, she becomes the responsibility of Geralt. And so, in 4 is supposed to be her story of when she becomes a Witcher.
Okay.
It's 3 games in 6 years, by the way.
Oh, that makes more sense.
That actually, I believe.
Yeah.
So one every 2 years.
Yeah, so I guess, Jay, the thing that I did when I played Witcher, number one, you have to understand this is going to be a 140-hour game.
I believe
This is not going to be a 20-hour campaign.
Yeah.
It is exploration driven. And so you do the first mission or whatever, you kind of get your senses or whatever. And then when they open up that map, you can do main quest if you want, or go around to the question marks. And they're pretty good about level capping for you. So if it's meant to be level 20 and you're level 10, it'll tell you this is level 20. So you need to stay away. I think for me, what made the game more fun was I would be a level 10. I would go do whatever I could to get level 20 gear, because the gear didn't scale. It would just be it's level 20 gear. And so I would go find that question mark that was like, this is way too hard for you. And I would beat my head against a wall until I got that level 20 gear. And then I would just be overpowered for the next 10 levels. So that's kind of what made it fun for me. But you can follow the campaign and it's fine, but I think you're always chasing the level cap if you do it that way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a brutal game. Not to mention it's very like its combat system and its mechanics are also very involved too, especially if you want to be really effective about, being good in combat and not just getting dumpstered every fight, like it's that's a hard game. It's fun, but it's hard. But no, I think jumping right into Witcher 4, I think you'll be fine. I don't think you have to have that prior knowledge. Of course, I mean, having it is fine, but I think starting fresh, I think Witcher 4 is meant to be a good jumping on point for new people.
Yeah, if you're talking about like storyline, go watch the 20-minute video on YouTube that somebody did a background lore check, and I watched it just for funsies, and it's good.
Yeah. I mean, with it being centered on Syria, I think you'll be fine.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, anyway, yeah, I think that would be interesting to see those things, as well as I would like to see some good playable demos, new releases. I'm not interested in like survival games like Grounded. I know the Grounded 2 is coming out, so I know people are wanting to do some more stuff with Grounded 2, but I'm not interested in that. Path of Exile, though, Path of Exile 2 comes out in October. It is free to play. Right now you can pay to play it. It's a Diablo-like. It's an ARPG. And from what I hear, it's more involved, but also more challenging and more fun because it's more challenging. But that's part of the reason I like Diablo.
Fun game. Really fun game.
So, excuse me, but I had to go and take care of Noah. He spit up a little bit, so we had to swap out sleep sacks. But did you guys touch upon whether or not we're going to see First Light at Game Fest?
I think we've seen everything.
I don't think we will, because that game's coming out in 2 weeks? Next week or so?
Are we that
right
close
around
to
the corner?
First Light?
Oh, okay. And that is...
Yeah, it comes out this month, actually. So,
that is definitely some summer game playing. It's coming from that one for sure.
There was something else.
Lego Batman comes out May 29th.
Which I've heard a lot of really fun things about Lego Batman. Like and apparently in the credits, somebody noticed that the Rocksteady team who did the Arkham games worked on this game as well. So I imagine
First Light comes out May 27th.
Oh, okay. So we'll already be live on that. So I'm gonna go fishing, and I'm gonna take my coin and toss it in the wishing well. But I'm kind of hoping that we get some type of Kingdom Hearts 4 news here at Game Fest.
That's. I mean, I didn't play 3, so I don't know how the story ended.
You didn't play 3? 3 was fun. Hi, buddy.
Sorry, guys.
Wow.
Noah doesn't want me tonight. He wants Daddy.
What a sucker.
Anyway, that's my wish. Get some Kingdom Hearts 4 news. Kingdom Hearts 3 was a really good game. Even though a lot of people don't care for it that much, I thought it was really well done and wrapped up that particular story arc really well. So
Well, then the question is, if they throw Kingdom Hearts 4, would it continue a storyline from, was it Sora's storyline, or would it pick up
Sora
a
would
new...
still remain the main protagonist, but it's a new story arc. It's this is going to be the start of the Lost Master arc, I believe is what it's called. The first story arc was the Dark Seeker arc, I believe. But no, same protagonist, new story arc.
Okay. Interesting. Jay, did you ever play Kingdom Hearts games? Or
I never have. That's why you guys were discussing it, because I was looking up a little more about that franchise, because I know Chris has said that he's played that a lot. And I guess I need to wrap my head around this, because it apparently is it's a very, not just sacred game, I guess, but it seems like a lot of people play this thing.
It's really fun, and it's super accessible. I mean, it's not really deep as far as like combat and things like that. It's a good action adventure game. In my opinion, it tells really good stories, but it takes you across all these like coveted Disney locations, and it weaves in all these these Disney characters and things like that while
the
telling
Disney
an original
cameos.
story. Yeah,
the Disney cameos is kind of what sells it on being special and unique. But the gameplay is good too. So I mean, but you get to have like Donald or Goofy kind of follow around being your companion. And like, so Donald has the magic skills. Goofy's kind of the paladin shield wielder. So getting to kind of use their skills, and then your main weapon is called a Keyblade. So no, it's a really good series. It's a lot of fun. It's very action oriented, but also puzzle driven. So platformer, I guess, is
the original ones. More of an can they be played on Xbox, or is it PlayStation only?
Xbox. It has since made the jump to Xbox.
Is it on Game Pass?
I don't believe it's on Game Pass. Make sure I'm not telling you lies.
Well, the first one, you could probably almost emulate it, because didn't it come out in 2002?
Oh my gosh, yeah. That was an early PS2 game.
Kingdom Hearts 3 is on Game Pass, so if you wanted to just play the newest iteration, you could do that.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Now, there's a lot of references to PlayStation games as well, so like Final Fantasy makes a showing several times. So you may not get those cameos or those references, but I mean, Disney's a much bigger project in this anyway, so.
Yeah, and then once you get into 3, you start seeing a smidgen of Marvel stuff, which I say that it's Big Hero 6, which is technically under the Marvel banner, I think, in
Pixar?
some weird way. It's a Pixar movie, but I think in some weird extrapolation somewhere, it's somehow connected to Marvel.
Gotcha.
Anyway, so no, it's great. Really good time. So, anyways,
gotcha. Well, I mean, it's exciting times no matter what. I mean, we're eating good, obviously. Us nerds over here. Yes, Noah, exactly. So let's see. Schedule wise, we've got June 5th is Summer Game Fest, which is going to be a great thing. And then Day of the Devs, I think, normally happens right after Game Fest. And then June 6th, which is a pretty good day, is the Wholesome Direct and Future Game Show, which is really good for trailers. And then June 7th is Xbox Showcase, Gears of War E-Day Direct, and then PC Gaming Showcase. And I want to say there's a PlayStation or Sony Direct, maybe?
I wonder if Nintendo's going to have anything major.
They better. Like, I don't know, it'd be nice to have some gameplay of the newest remake of the beloved game that we all want.
Kirby?
Yes, Kirby, the sequel.
That's what it's called, Kirby, the sequel.
You know, what I've always found about the Kirby games is they all suck.
What? Crystal Shard on the Nintendo 64 was so good. Forgotten Land, really fun too.
I don't think Chris got the joke.
Oh, I get it. It sucks because that's what he does. I get it. Okay, I got it. I'm with you. We can't all agree that Kirby sucks. Okay, I'm with you. I'm here.
And and
Did
with
any of
that,
you guys ever play the Control game?
Yes.
It looks
we were
like
talking about that.
We might get some information on Control Resonant, which is the sequel, maybe? or an expansion
Yes.
or like something like that?
It's a
That's the-
sequel set in the same universe. It looks so good.
I
I
finished
remember
that
the
game.
last gameplay.
I was plugged in the entire
Really?
time when I started that game. I finished it over a weekend.
Oof,
Very
so
good game.
Resident
I
I
was just
Evil.
researching to see what maybe they could be dropping at the Game Fest, and they're some people seem to think that we could get some information on that.
Watch that be the shadow drop.
I'd be okay with that.
Nah,
That's crazy.
I'd be lackluster at best.
Well, you should polish that up.
Yes.
And
Yes.
And then there's another one, The Blood of Dawn Walker. It's a vampire game. So
Ooh, I remember that game. What was so cool about that game that they're doing that was different? I can't remember it now, but it was supposed to have like a really cool mechanic in it.
yeah, it's an RPG. I think it's got a
Oh.
September release date.
Yeah, they just released the schedule for Game Fest today. I forgot about the new Laura Croft stuff.
Yeah.
That's exciting. Okay, well, I'm sorry that you have no sense of excitement for good stuff, so
Okay.
okay.
Okay. Well,
And then they also have the women's led game.
what'd you call
games,
me?
June 4th. The Latin America game showcase too is on June the 4th, Chris. Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, I'm excited. I don't know about y'all, but I'm excited.
I'm definitely
This is-
excited.
I always love this time of year, especially now that E3 is gone. I mean, that was a heartbreaking moment because I've always told Ellen that's what I always wanted to do. That was like a bucket list item, was going to E3 and
That
Yeah.
would've been so
getting to
cool.
walk around the booths. So the
Yeah.
fact that we'll never get to go experience that, you know,
Yeah,
maybe we'll go to an IGN Live sometime, but
we'll go to IGN Live and and do a Gaming Daddies episode.
Yep.
live.
We'll bring our own table.
you know, we went to a graduation party, Chris, this weekend, and
Yeah.
if you were there, we could have done the episode.
We
but
could have
you
set
weren't
it
there.
up right there.
Where was
Yep.
my invite? That's my question.
Well, they clearly invited you. I mean, I guess it was lost in the mail because as soon as I walked through the door, they said, "Are y'all going to record tonight?" And I was like, "How can we? Chris is not here." So
Oh, okay. So this comes back on me. Got it.
it does. It's completely
Thank you.
your fault, actually.
I was
Like
at Six Flags on
per
Saturday, so-
usual, it's your fault.
Per usual, it's my fault. Love that.
Per
for me.
usual, it's your fault.
So back to the IGN Live plan. So we go when they're recording Game Scoop, and we just go and sit next to them. We just kind of scoot up next to them, and are like, "Hey, welcome to Gaming Days." we just hijack their show, and we'll just
It could
We
happen.
just go sit on the couch, set up our camera. I don't know how we do that because our equipment sucks.
with that attitude.
Hey, maybe by that point we'll be like good enough that we have good equipment instead of, you know, the B tier stuff that we all have.
B tier. So is this my fault too?
No, you have a working mic now. Although that headset, what is that, like a skull candy? Like
No, it's JVC. I was about to say yes, it actually is Skull Candy, but it's JVC. It's JVC.
Did you get that at Five Below?
No, that's the line. However, I did get Vlasic pickleball chips at Five Below this past week.
Oh my God. Oh, speaking of chips, so I tried to find it. They have Ruffles has a merger with Cool Ranch Doritos. And
Okay.
so I saw it at the gas station and I was like, I need to obtain this. And I go to the store today to look for it. Store doesn't sell it. So I guess it's a gas station only merger.
Gas station exclusive.
My question is, do you make it at the gas station? Because then I have other questions.
Yes, you do. It's hands on.
They
It's
lick
a-
all the dust off the Doritos
it's-
and lick it onto the Ruffles.
You make
And
it
then
at
you
the
play your
pump.
game controller, and then you eat some more
Oh
Doritos.
no! Stop!
And then Jay uses his rag that he keeps next to his gaming console to
Over
wash
my
his
shoulder.
hands.
Yeah, it lays right there. I
Oh.
guess.
Oh god.
Oh.
Oh, God. Okay. And with that, I think we're going to wrap up this episode. Well, guys, thanks for hanging out with us on today's episode of Gaming Daddies. Don't forget, you can catch the audio version of the podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts. And if you want the full video version, head over to youtube.com/@GamingDaddies and join the fun. If you'd like to support the show and help us take it to the next level, consider joining our Patreon at patreon.com/GamingDaddies. Big shout out to our amazing supporters, Sean Donahue and Clay Taylor.
Yeah.
You keep us going,
Yeah.
and we couldn't do it without you.
Huzzah.
Until next time, this has been Gaming Daddies, and we'll see you in the game.
See you next time.